Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Donnarumma, is someone who's been predestined for greatness, Peter, and he hasn't disappointed. Immense in terms of shot stopping, we know that. But I think his distribution has also improved, and it needed to, although he likes to keep it quite safe and simple.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Thuram is onto this. Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Thuram. Thuram driving forwards. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely bit of skill. Bellingham! And for a moment, time stood still. Mbappe. That is ended up in no man's land. Koundé. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Vietnam are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. Oh, good effort! He will be livid with himself. Bellingham. Van der Ven does well to get it back. So we're still where we started right now. Van der Ven. Oh, such a clever touch. Mbappe.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yamal is herring after that one. He just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Fernandes powering forward here. Ndika. Koundé. And Yamal. Tchouaméni. Now, can they get him away? And that's left him on the seat of his pants. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Searching pass he's played there. Pass is just off target. Back in possession and ready to go again. Koundé. Opts for safety. And Yamal. Tchouaméni. And it's Bellingham. He's having a pop! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's taking no chances there. Yamal. Lovely feet. Skims one in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Van de Ven. And it's Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's found a way past. Vitinha. Lovely shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. And that's been drilled in. And he's quick to get rid. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a throw-in. Van Dijk. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. And Koundé. Yamal. Ndika. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Some really good ball movement. That is a brilliant interception. Rice.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bellingham. It's Vinicius Junior. Šeško. Great ball if he can get there. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Picked on the finish! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Vietnam finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we're already back. Chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yamal. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Ndika. And it's Tchouaméni. Here's Tchouaméni. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
João Cancelo. Borussia Dortmund have a free kick. Borussia Dortmund choosing to make the first change. Bellingham. Fernandes looking to play him in. Now it's Thuram. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Vietnam still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defend.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Substitution.
Mbappe with a real chance here. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Havertz!
Vietnam, they've got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful, just a little more discipline is called for.
That's been cut out, well played. So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Vitinha. Driving forward. Played into space. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He has found the... Tries a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Doku, good driving run. Swings it across. Van der Ven getting this one clear. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Borussia Dortmund thwarted in the end. That move lacked any sort of thrust. Gabriel. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And the pass is intercepted. Bellingham being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Oh, that's... And the shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So, third quarter of the game.
Number 29, Kai Havertz. Number 41, Rice.
And the keeper
Number
beats
8,
it away.
Vitinha. Coming on the field.
That's a throw.
Number 17, Rafinha. Number 14, Pedri. Number 20, McTominay. Substitution in progress.
He's rising! Harmlessly behind. Vietnam have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Doku, here comes the cross. Donnarumma claims it, safe hands.
Borussia Dortmund surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Big chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Oh, great leap! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Oh, super ball, and the shot! And it's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Borussia Dortmund are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Very nicely done. McTominay, done delicately. Oh, well played, well played. Fernandes. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Well timed, excellent interception. Fernandes. Spread it left. Doku. It'll be a throw-in. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain from parking outside this...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely... Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And what a start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he is deftly away. He's having a hit!
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball, and he's had it nicked away. Bellingham is fouled. Great chance here from position A1.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Doku. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tchouaméni and Yamal. Yamal. Nice control. Nice defending, physical and effective. He's being urged to shoot. Look at the... And he shoots! And he hits the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Vietnam restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Nice looking ball. That's beautifully weighted. Oh, such a clever touch. Delivery from Mbappe. Tchouaméni, just about midway through the first half, and it has been, and takes a shot! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Now it's Thuram. Yamal. Yamal cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. He takes the shot! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
It's played through for him. Doku has it in a wide position. Driven in. And that was asking just too much of him. Havertz has created one goal already. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat. Oh, what a mistake! Havertz! Now, who's going to be first to this? Shot, surely! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Tchouaméni. And it's Fernandes. Oh, good ball! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, what a ball! Rice. Havertz. Mbappe. And they can counter here. Havertz. Lovely ball. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cleared without hesitation. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Fernandes. Gabriel. Yamal carries the ball down the right. And it's Tchouaméni. Bellingham. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Has been indicated.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's the end of the first 45. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The big waypoint of the game.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. That pass has been well intercepted. Fernandes. Bellingham. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's picked it. He's having a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Fernandes gets a cross in. That's a decent clearance.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Gabriel gets across and deals with it. Tries a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Borussia Dortmund 15, choosing to make the first change. 2 fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Number 17, Rafinha.
Can he get it through? Shapes to shoot! Bellingham. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit the...
Oh no, this does not look good! The referee's awarded a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Koundé, pressing high and with purpose. Van de Ven. Threads one in. Vinicius Junior. Koundé. And Yamal. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bellingham. And it's Fernandes. Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. Rice. Vitinha. Yamal. And it's Bellingham. He's beaten the last man. Shoots!
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
It's their second corner of the game.
Vitinha. Number 41. Rice. Coming on the field.
And it's been taken short.
McTominay.
That's been a chance! And a neat finish! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that. Oh, he's taken it. Oh, that was vital. And he's there to get it away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's forced to go back. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's shot a goal!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Passing nice and neat. Pedri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now Mbappe. And the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this. Tchouaméni. And he thumps it clear. Very much into the last knockings. Rafinha. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Not the most accurate pass.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That is good strength. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Mbappe.
Such good technique.
Mbappe. Lovely feet. And it's Lopez. Vinicius Junior. That's destined for the flank. Can he get onto this? And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Borussia Dortmund have clearly decided to play here with a 5-3-2 formation, Jim.
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accomplish...
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, such a clever touch. Havertz running with the ball, and it's Rice. Can he get it through? Donnarumma with the clearance. Bellingham gets a good foot in there. Vietnam yet to have an attempt on goal. That's a cute ball. Bellingham. Now Van de Ven. Tries a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Passes short and sharp, shapes to shoot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Yamal plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. He'll try from distance! He's done very well to get to that.
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vietnam have their second corner now. They've played it short. It's a pretty loose pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Van de Ven. Vitinha. Oh, well played. Vietnam are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Havertz. That's a little off target. Yamal. Played into space. He's in a great position here. Havertz. Vitinha. And it's Bellingham. And he's picked out the run. And that is expertly dealt with. And here's Thuram. He's in a good position here. Havertz. Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming. Now it's Mbappe. Good read, needed to be.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Tchouaméni.
Vietnam certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Zaire Emery. Havertz. And the shot! And that's a tidy finish. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to...
Can he finish? Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This possibly the last play of the half. Cleared away. Bellingham. And the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliant! And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Away we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment. Go for
towering header! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace.
Shot, surely!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
That's a good run down the left. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe wants to run onto this. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Rice. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And he's there to clear it. And again! And there's a goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Right, and that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on giving very little away. I think if you commit to that, then you really can't afford to concede, because it clearly demands a quick change in approach if you do, which isn't always easy, because in the build-up to this, believe me, they'll have been working principally on organisation and shape in training, and it's not easy just to suddenly come out of that.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Vitinha. He's on it. Can he get away? Defending of the desperate variety. And he's picked it up out wide. Here comes another cross. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Thuram. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Reinders. Yamal. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Probing pass. Ndika spots it and intercepts. So we're still where we started right now. Yamal. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bruno Fernandes! Now it's Mbappe.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Mbappe! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Yamal. Great vision. Thuram is flagged offside. That has ended up in no man's land. That's good vision. Yamal. Reinders. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Beraldo. Rice. And he's there to retrieve it. Bruno Fernandes unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Reinders, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good ball over the top. That ball looks a good one. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Reinders. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he was quick to react. Beraldo. Koundé. This is a promising build-up. And Ndika. Van de Ven. And it's Van Dijk. And Reinders. Beraldo. Now Van de Ven. Van Dijk. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first-half thoughts?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Is having a shot! Goal! How they've waited! Now they have it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Yamal going like a man possessed at the moment. Bruno Fernandes. Now Van de Ven. Knocks it into space. And that's... goes for a shot! Well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That was a given, it always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Borussia Dortmund can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Vietnam are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You
Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Yamal.
Oh, great feat, that.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Reinders. And it's made its way to him. Over to the right flank. Reinders' cross. Havertz. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, again, there's no way through.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Thuram. Beraldo. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, look at the space here. Decent chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well.
Oh, what a mistake! Now he's running. He's gone for goal! He's got a goal! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Koundé tries to clear.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And they can counter here. What a throw in.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 8.
Beraldo currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
McTominay.
Pinches it off him.
Number 14, Pedri. Substitution in progress.
Pass somewhat off target. He's chosen to go back. Played towards the other side. Fernandes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mbappe.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Koundé. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Van Dijk. And the shot! It's a goal! We thought they were done, but never say never. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
4 added minutes has been
So
indicated.
all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. And looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. That's a shade optimistic. Van Dijk. No, that was never going to make it. Fermin making good progress on the right-hand side. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Havertz! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that looks a decent ball. Bounce of putt. Chance! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Mbappe simply had to do better than that. He blew a great chance for me.
Well, they've got it again, looking for a runner. No luck with that dink over the top. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
Bruno Fernandes.
Van Dijk. Shot could be on. Vietnam, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And he's found a way past. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get it through? Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's a decent clearance. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Vinicius Junior, and the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Zaire Emery engages and forces him off the ball. He has found the way through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that has left him in a heap. Yamal, looking for options for movement, strokes it back.
Borussia Dortmund really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Vitinha. McTominay. And it's Zaire Emery. Now Van Dijk. Van de Ven. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Yamal. It's gone out for a throw-in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. And that is a little undercooked. Tchouaméni. Van Dijk. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Koundé showing great feet there.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Tchouaméni, Fernandes, and here's Bruno Fernandes. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Havertz. Now, can they get him away? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome. And that signals the end of the first period. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So, straight into the second half. So, neither side has yet broken through. Tchouaméni.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Spread neatly. It's a promising position, and he's managed to get free.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Koundé. Rice. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
He's having a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Well, there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Mbappe proves too strong. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And he can clear it away. And it's Fernandes. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. And the pass is intercepted. Yamal. He'll try from distance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Replacing is number 7, Vinicius Junior.
This looks promising. Koundé, ambitious ball here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. He's through here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Tchouaméni, this is a promising build-up. And here's Bruno Fernandes. He's got away.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Chouameni. And it's Lopez. Passing nice and neat. Oh, important interception.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And he is deftly away.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Mbappe! And that would have been some goal.
Mbappe can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 20, McTominay. Number 8, Vitinha. Number 41, Rice. Number 29, Kai Havertz.
They've played it short.
Coming on the field.
And
number
here's
22,
Neves.
Reinders. Number 14.
Now it's Bellingham.
Pedri.
Takes a
Number
shot!
11, Matthias
Oh,
Cunha.
denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution in progress.
Vietnam have their third corner. And it's been taken short. And here's Neves. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Now it's Lopez.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Rafinha. And the shot! That's put paid to the danger.
This is the time you need that pace.
Always goal side. Lopez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Skims one in. And he can thump it away. And it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Shot a goal! He lifts the roof! Well, would you believe that?
Osimhen really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Vietnam look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question. How long is there left, including stoppages?
Substitutions taking place.
Some resolute defending there. Probing pass. Oh, delightful ball. Osimhen picks it up out wide. That is lovely. Fermin. He's going for goal! And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and welcome
all the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. He's on it, can he get away? Bruno Fernandes. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. And he can thump it away. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I like the look of this fella, Thierry Reinders, Peter. The Dutchman being one of the better all-round midfielders to emerge in recent times. He's energetic, he's intelligent both on and off the ball in the way he reads the game. And he boasts quite a high goal contribution too. So his link-up play gets him in those congested areas and he comes through with flying colours.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Oh, what a... And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Thuram is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He's rising! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Onuachu! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut.
Can he finish? He has hit that forcefully.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Chouameni. Bruno Fernandes. Vietnam are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Vinicius Junior. Onuachu, Reinders. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. That's really well cleared. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Thuram. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Now that's well seen too. Yamal going after that. That's beautifully weighted. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Reinders, who's set up one goal so far. Taken back almost at once.
Vietnam really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind, Peter. Just needs to find the right run now.
Saliba did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Yamal is in a really good position out wide. Oh, that's nice. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. McTominay. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Well, that is one way to stop him. Takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And another try! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Vietnam have their second corner now. Yamal with the short one. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Bruno Fernandes. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Fernandes. He's in a good position here. Reinders. Rice. Now it's McTominay. He's a sharp little ball here. He's shifting through. And the finish! And that was struck with genuine force. And the pass is intercepted. Reinders. Yamal. Oh, good read. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Vinicius Junior, looking to play him in. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Vietnam currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, he's been caught napping! And that has been cleared. Vinicius Junior, and the counter is on. And Yamal. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Decent chance! Deftly away. Onuachu looking to add to his goal. Nicely worked. Caught offside that time. Tchouaméni. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Vinicius Junior. And smartly reclaimed. Rice did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Mbappe. He's having a shot! That is delicious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 20.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Vietnam can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bruno Fernandes. Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Haaland. Fernandes. And he was alert to it. Rice. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Searching pass he's played there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tchouameni. Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Can he latch on to this?
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Fernandez. Number 22, Bruno Fernandez. Coming on the field,
João Neves.
Number 23,
Well seen,
João Neves.
saw that coming.
That was
Number
well
7,
played, well
Bellingham.
stopped.
Substitution.
Fermin, and here's Mbappe, Bellingham, and the shot's on here. Shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vietnam have their third corner. They've played it short. And he shoots! Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. 75 minutes played. This looks promising. Very nicely done. He's got away. Oh, that is a chance! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and Vinicius Junior! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Vinicius Junior has such a quick mind. Without that, he wouldn't have been able to maintain a threat then.
Yamal is herring after that one. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Chance, surely! And another try! He's put his foot right through that one. Hernandez. Good play on the left-hand side here. Havertz. Really probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's well spotted. Out towards the flank. Oh, sweet feet. Strong running down that left flank. Nice control. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
That's tidy. Wriggles his way through. And the pass is intercepted. Mbappe. Now it's Havertz. So what can they make of this? He has a look up. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
De Bruyne. And Yamal. Hernandez. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's a sharp little ball here, and that was asking for too much. Hernandez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Knocks it out wide. Zaire Emery crosses it in.
Well played and well cleared.
first breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Tchouaméni gets across to intercept that. And it's De Bruyne. Zaire Emery goes sliding in. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Vietnam certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of...
Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the...
Great chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Into the lead once more. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Borussia Dortmund have their lead. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Fernandes. Now that's well seen too. Zaire Emery. Vinicius Junior.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he was alert to it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's De Bruyne. Tchouaméni. That's a little off target. Borussia Dortmund do have a chance to counter here. And he's managed to get rid. That's it, 45 minutes up. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So straight into the second half.
Vietnam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Tchouaméni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Played out wide. Onuachu thinks about the shot. Now it's Zaire Emery. Oh, that's neat. And it's McTominay. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Mbappe.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, that's a key interception. Tchouaméni. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Yamal. Now he's off and running. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. There will be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, turn. Number
Firmine,
20, Vinicius
60 minutes
Junior.
played.
Number
Played
6,
back.
Yamal.
Fernandez really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Number 9, Mbappe.
Vietnam
Number
perhaps
7,
contemplating their next
Bellingham.
change here.
Number 16,
Tchouaméni.
Substitution.
And it's Lopez.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Ndika. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well seen, saw that coming. Mbappe, cute ball now, how can he reach it? There's the shot! And no mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought...
Tries a shot! Just too high.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on the field is number 23, Joe Neves. Substitution
Vinicius
in progress.
Junior. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bellingham. Zaire Emery. Oh, he's found support out wide. Impressive jump! No, not the best of headers.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Hernandez. Knocks it into space. Vinicius Junior. Knocks it back. Zaire Emery. That has not gone well. João Neves. Van Dijk. And it's Lopez. And here's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Oh, shooting chance! And there's a goal! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Just one in it now.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Ndika concedes a free kick for that.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, great leap! Harmlessly behind. There could be trouble here. He's picked his way through. It's Hernandez. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Musiala.
4 added minutes has
The
been
referee's
indicated.
looking at his watch. We could be done here. And he's gone looking for safety. Van der Ven. Threads one in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. It's not an especially good pass, that. Saliba. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.
And if you
Your
do have a
reflections
chance
then, Jim?
today, please
Well,
take
the
some
game
time
plan
out to
for
give
me
your
just
support
looked
to
a
our
little
Better
confused,
Stadium
and
Fund.
the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.